Irritable Dad Syndrome was videotaped before a live studio audience.
Everybody.
He's not listening. He's not.
Yeah. Work your body. Yeah.
I wonder if I can.
Everybody.
I'm going to message him on the PlayStation app. We're going to use technology.
Back streets back. All right.
It's like a tire fire. Trying to put it out only makes it worse. You just gotta let it burn.
It's time for Irritable Dad Syndrome, brand name comedy at discount prices. Give it up for your hosts, Mike and Darren.
Hi, I'm Darren.
I am Mike.
Welcome to Irritable Dad Syndrome, Cincinnati's comedy podcast. This is episode 294. For people unfamiliar with us, we are a podcast. We are recorded in a basement here in the Midwest by a couple of middle-aged men.
We would like to move out of the basement
Yes,
and
into a proper studio.
Broadcast from a nice, big, shiny building somewhere.
Yes.
I'm
Irritable Dad Syndrome Incorporated.
I'm not going to wear a suit.
No.
I'm going to wear my jams.
No. When we
and
go
a tool shirt.
When we go big, this is what I'm wearing when I come in to record the podcast.
When
we have our weekly meeting with our writers,
Uh-huh.
and we'll probably fire writers every week.
Yeah,
every week.
I'll wear a different Marvel character as jammies, and that'll become my thing. Somebody will be like, oh, and he's here with his frickin' Captain America jammies.
Yep.
It's going to be one of those episodes.
Yeah. You remember those pajamas that you would wear that had Superman on one leg and Batman on the other? Yeah, because this woman, I remember she was giving you the
stank eye.
The stank eye.
The
And you're
hairy
like,
eyeball.
what are you looking at me like that for? I bought these pants here.
Yeah.
Like that had anything to do with it.
Those
Anyway,
are still my favorite jammy pants.
we are happy you are here. Mike, how are you doing?
Thank you for going to me right when I'm taking a drink. I'm doing okay. I watched a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched a movie. I watched Avatar: Fire and Ass, but I haven't watched a movie at home in a while.
Yeah.
And I watched two.
I'm here in Mike's basement, and if we had recorded the podcast yesterday, I don't know that I would have been able to have gotten here because it took them a while. We had a major, and I mean major, snowstorm. Last week I was bitching about everybody complaining about meteorologists and they don't know what they're talking about and they're freaking out and we may get 0 inches, we may get 100. Who knows for sure? Because okay, turns out we got a foot of snow. They said we would get 8 to 12 inches of snow. Some parts of our region got like close to 13 inches of snow. Okay, they said we would get a lot of snow, and we got a lot of snow. So there's that.
Yeah.
Okay. It took them a little bit to get to the roads. Of course it did, right? They do the interstates first. They get the hospitals and all the major high frequented buildings first. Okay. There's priorities. I'm not one of those. I understand that. And I'm not complaining about that. But here's what I am going to complain about. For all of you people there, you people who are throwing a fit saying that it's the news that freaks people out, that scares people, that makes people run and go crazy. It's not it's you people.
Yeah.
It's you people doing it. Okay. It's you people who are like, oh, we've got snow. And then you rush out to your local Kroger or your Winn-Dixie or your Payless or whatever grocery store you go to. It's you people who are buying 4 and 5 and 6 dozen eggs and 4 and 5 and 6 loaves of bread and 22 gallons of milk and all the canned sardines and all the chocolate chip cookie mix. It's you people who are the problem. You people are the problem. Excuse me.
Yes.
This is my beef, okay? I went to the grocery store on Thursday. The snowstorm did not come until Saturday evening. And now here's the thing. It did come a few hours later than what the meteorologists predicted. They said it would come around 2. It came about 7 o'clock.
It was fashionably late.
It was 5 hours late.
Yeah.
Big deal. We still got a foot of snow. I went to the grocery store. Mike and I recorded on Thursday last week because Mike was sick and we couldn't record on Tuesday, which we normally do. I went on Thursday after we recorded the podcast. They were completely out of eggs. Okay. And that was 2 days before
storm.
The storm hit. Thank you, Mike. Okay. Why are you stockpiling eggs? The snowstorm hit on a Saturday night, all day Sunday. Okay, we were inside our house all day Sunday. We didn't drive anywhere on Monday until Monday evening. Right? We were in the house a day. Are you telling me
one day?
Are you telling me that you can't go a day without having to buy 4, 5, 6 dozen eggs?
Yeah,
I don't think so. You people who are stocking up on everything, it's sad. It really is sad because, I mean, it's like, even if there wasn't a storm coming, I needed to go to the store and get a few things anyway.
Yeah.
I made chili when we had the storm. Oh my God, the chili turned out amazing.
Yeah.
If I can say so myself, which I just did. I needed to get stuff for chili. And then my son, Jacob, who eats upwards to 8, 9, 10 eggs a day.
Okay.
I was going to get him some eggs because that's all he eats lately. And they were sold out of eggs.
Yeah.
And we drink 1% milk, and 1% was the only milk left because they had wiped out the milk. There's no excuse for...
See, when I went, they were replete with 2% milk. You couldn't walk 2 feet without running into a 2% milk. But there was nary an egg.
Nary.
No bread. There was a loaf of bread that had been tossed aside,
Stepped on.
like a old rat, and somebody picked it up and was considering putting it in their cart. And the chicken, I get a particular type of chicken breast, excuse me, and I enjoy it.
Is it Tyson?
It's no.
Okay.
It's not. It's one of these. It's not fancy. It probably comes off the same line that Tyson does, but the packaging makes it look fancy, and it makes it's one of those where you can get it.
And if it looks fancy, you feel fancy.
And if you're getting that and someone else is getting Tyson, you can look at him and say, I guess that's what you choose to put in the mouths of your children.
Some people love their children.
And all of that.
I use Whomper's chicken breast.
Yes, all that chicken was gone. So there was no bread, there were no eggs, there was no sausage. What are you people doing?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I am a sausage aficionado.
I love
Bob
sausage.
Evans specifically. Not only was there no Bob Evans, there was no Jimmy Dean.
My question is, what the hell?
Listen,
Okay.
Bob Evans has a plethora of sausage flavorings.
Yes, it
they
does.
have the standard Bob Evans sausage.
They have the mild.
They have the sage, which is my particular.
You
It
like the
comes in-
sage?
It comes in the blue.
I've seen it, but I'm not
savory.
crazy about
The
sage.
savory. They have the spicy one that comes in the red, and the fun one about that is if your wife sees you cutting into that and asks you if it's spicy, and you say yes, then everyone's going to complain about how hot the sausage is. But if you lie and you say no, this is the sausage that they cram Tums into to make it significantly not spicy. Then everybody's happy.
I like
it's a
making
mental
a
thing.
Tums burrito.
And then there's the green sausage, and I don't know what goes in there. All of the different flavors.
Isn't
were
the
gone.
green one more like the vegetarian sausage?
It could be
the plant-based.
It could be.
It
But
might be.
Here's the deal.
The deal.
Somebody wanted sausage so badly because I know for a fact the sausage flavored sausage and the sage flavored sausage were gone like that. Somebody walked in wanting one of those sausages, saw the red sausage, said, "Well, I guess if I'm going to be snowed in for a day."
A day.
I'll have to deign to get the red sausage.
Yeah.
And they got it.
Yeah.
I was going through, I called Bess about 15 times and she was getting exasperated with me. Look it up. Because she had the thing that I normally, she kind of took one of my lines like, well, what do you want me to do about it? You know, like, why? I'm calling her and saying they're out of frosted mini wheats. Who's eating the frosted mini wheats? And she's like, okay, maybe there's a different type of cereal you can get. Yeah, but I wanted frosted mini wheats. It was first world problem central in the Kroger aisle.
Right.
But I was mostly pissed. My worst phone call with her, the one where I just went off on a rant in the middle of Kroger's, was when my special chicken was gone. And then later in the yogurt aisle, and they have little cheese displays.
Yeah.
Someone had discarded some of Mike's special chicken into the cheese and yogurt display, still refrigerated. So I reached in, grasped it, brought it home, and made a tasty stir fry. So
Take
crisis,
that. Yeah.
crisis
Yeah.
averted. I don't know where I was going.
Well,
with this.
my point
Anyways,
is,
what are these people doing with these food items?
you're not going to be snowed in for weeks.
A day.
We were snowed in a day. What, 24 hours?
And they weren't out of toilet paper.
No.
You guys are buying all this sausage and eggs and you're not buying toilet paper?
Do you remember back in the day when
not
they would call
thinking
for
ahead.
snow and 2,000 people would be in line at Blockbuster Video to get Tango and Cash?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, well, hell, we got to watch some movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like now
Yeah.
you can watch anything you want.
I'm sorry, we're out of that. All right, give me Under Siege, I guess. Freaking.
My point is, people, you don't have to wipe the entire
It's
store
so
out.
stupid.
You don't have to buy 4 and 5 and 6 dozen eggs. Buy
Yeah.
what you normally buy.
My
Just buy what you would normally use in a week's worth of shopping, because we were snowed in for a day.
yeah.
A day.
And people in the northern areas, they look
Mhm.
at what we're doing with this 1 foot of snow and they're like, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You ever see Buffalo?
Yeah.
Good Lord, Buffalo gets like 8 feet of snow. They like, oh, sissies.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about how regional the weather was last week. I know that because I listened to part of the episode
Mhm.
today.
Yeah. Pretty good
but
episode. It was 293 if you need to go back into your vault and listen to it on
I remember
irritabledadsyndrome.com.
one of my stepsisters moved to LA for a period of time,
Mhm.
and she was talking about how crazy it was when it rained there. People
Yeah.
slowed to a crawl
Yeah.
and freaked out on the highway. Like, oh my God, what are we going to do? It's raining.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my friend Larry, who, when he lived in Florida, they got flurries one time, just flurries.
Yeah.
It wasn't even sticking. Brought the place to a standstill. They had no idea what to do with the flurry.
Yeah.
So anyway, people, please, the next time it snows, honestly, there are people who need to eat food. Okay.
Mm.
If you can afford to buy 5 and 6 dozen of eggs,
Yeah.
okay, that means that you're doing better off than some other people that need to go and buy 1 dozen eggs. Stop hoarding food.
Yes.
Cut it out. Okay, you don't need to get 5 gallons of milk. I don't care how many refrigerators you have. If you can fill them up, this ain't Y2K. There's not a nuclear bomb going off. Cincinnati's
there-
comedy podcast.
If there is, you're just going to be the person on the block that has the most eggs. So
Yeah.
some jackass like me is going to come over and take them from you.
That's right.
That's all that's going to happen.
This portion of our show is brought to you by Blockbuster Video.
We're at home and we noticed that our Alexa has got a new voice.
Oh,
Yeah, our Alexa sounds like a younger, prettier Alexa.
okay. Alexa got a tummy tuck? Is that what happened?
Alexa had some work done.
Had some work done?
Okay, she has a younger voice.
Okay.
And Libby said, "What's the deal with Alexa?" And I
Yeah.
said, "Well, she sounds younger and prettier." She says, "Yeah." And so I said, "Alexa, what's going on? Are you younger and prettier now? What's going on?" And Alexa tells me that she's this is the new Alexa.
Oh,
Do you like your new Alexa? She asks me.
okay.
And she was telling me that the old Alexa, they've replaced her because she was giving wonky, kind of misguided answers. She used the word
Whoa.
wonky.
Yeah.
I talked to our Alexa. She is essentially the red-headed stepchild in our family. I ask her a question. If she doesn't give me the right answer, I yell at her to shut up. I was like, Alexa, God. Alexa, stand down. Alexa, God. Would you?
Yeah.
And we talked to Alexa horribly.
Yeah.
Horribly.
I abused the Google lady here.
Yeah.
I did. The Google lady don't know.
No.
We'll ask. She used to just jump in, and we would have family disagreements on, what Arnold Schwarzenegger's first movie was, and I would tell everybody that it was Hercules in New York, and then Alexa would come in with her. Not Alexa, the Google lady would
Google,
come in,
hey Google.
talking about Terminator or whatever. It's like, no, that's not. And I get angry with it. And then after a while, I noticed that she just quit answering questions.
Mm-hmm.
She just started saying, "I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're asking me.
It's like,
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
talking
I'm
to
not
you."
talking anything to you."
Libby decided to have some fun with new Alexa, and she said, "Alexa, do you like Libby or Darren better?" And Alexa says, "I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with the name Liver or Dare.
Okay.
Is this a drinking game?"
Okay.
And
Wow.
it is now. She thought Libby said liver or dare.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that has got to be the most brutal drinking game
Yeah.
of all time. So, and this was right after she said that she is the new Alexa
She's the new
because
Alexa.
the old Alexa was giving wonky, misguided answers.
Well, I mean, have you tried playing? Did you ask her what the rules of liver or dare are?
This portion of our show is brought to you by Tyson Nuggets of Love, made from 100% white meat chicken and no antibiotics ever. These tasty nuggets will bring a spark to any relationship. Hey fellas, here's what you do. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Place the frozen nuggets on a baking sheet and heat for 11 to 13 minutes. While these bad boys are heating up, pour some wine and put on some Peebo Bryson music. Your night is guaranteed to get hotter than these nuggets. Heating time may vary due to certain appliances. Do not handle baking sheet without proper safety oven mitts. Tyson Nuggets of Love. Buy some today.
So you were saying you couldn't find the sausage at the
What?
sausage that you,
Oh,
you hello, let's play find the sausage. You couldn't find the
Usually
sausage
I just
you
start
wanted.
peeing
Yeah.
and then I just
There-
aim after it.
Shh, stop. I'm sorry. Libby went out one night
Yeah.
and she I wanted stuff to make a breakfast casserole. We talked about
Okay.
this last week.
Yeah.
And she's like, what do we need? I said, we have everything except for breakfast sausage. So she was looking for sausage, and the only thing she could find was Jimmy Dean.
Uh-huh.
No. Bob Evans,
Robert Evans.
Italian sausage. And she brought it home and she was extremely skeptical. She's like, I don't know if we can put Italian sausage in a breakfast casserole. I'm like, well, let's try it. We were very, very skeptical, and we knew that this is probably going to be the one time we make it.
Yeah.
And she had bought seasoned tater tots,
Oh,
and I was like, well, that's going to be just fine. She
Yeah.
says, well, maybe it's the wrong type of seasoning or something. I said,
there
let's
is
just
no
make it.
any seasoning that's
Yeah,
on a tater
yeah.
tot. It becomes the right seasoning.
So I made this breakfast casserole with Italian breakfast sausage.
Yeah.
It's just Italian sausage. Holy crap.
Yeah.
You talk about good.
Uh-huh.
And this is my dad when he pays a compliment. He says, "Now, buddy, that was breakfast sausage." When my dad would compliment something, he would just say what it is. Now,
Yeah.
buddy, that man, he can sing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
okay. Wow,
All right.
Dad.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
But he
good.
says that was a breakfast sausage, and it
Uh-huh.
was tater tots. I go overboard on the cheese.
Yeah.
And we used
What kind of cheese are you using there?
I used the Mexican blend,
Oh.
the shredded
Okay. All right.
Mexican
I
blend.
did not expect that.
Yeah. So we
Yeah.
used Mexican cheese, Italian sausage, German tater tots.
Like the United Nations
That's
breakfast.
right. It's United Nations breakfast
Yeah.
casserole. But yeah, threw it in the oven at 400 for like 45 minutes. Holy crap, we
Yeah.
devoured it. It was so good. And that was one of the fun things about, being stuck in the house during a winter snowstorm. I made chili. And it was amazing.
Yeah.
It turned when I worked at my last TV station, we had a chili cook-off every year, and I entered that son of a bitch every year, and I won 4 years in a row.
Oh.
And the last year that I worked there, they didn't do the cook-off because the woman who ran it had left the building, and they couldn't get anybody else to sit in the lobby and count money.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the thing: I made chili. I gave some to my neighbor, Chris and Mary. I called them up. Do you want some chili? Absolutely. So I ran some. Well, we got it over to them. They loved it. And they're nice people, but
There's a dark secret.
I made them chili. Okay.
Okay.
So I looked out the window, and I was out in my driveway. After we had shoveled the driveway, I saw Mary in the backyard with her girls and their dog Sadie. They're playing in the snow. I walked over in the snow to say hi, and Mary said, "I made chocolate chip pumpkin bread. Would you guys like some?" And I said, "Would I? Yeah,
Yeah.
I would."
Yeah.
And so she says, "I will bring you some over." She brought me an entire loaf. An entire
Okay.
loaf of pumpkin bread.
Yeah.
So now, the next time we bring them something, we've got to give them something that's more
gotta-
than a loaf
Yeah.
of pumpkin bread.
Yeah.
I gave them like 2 hefty servings of chili.
Yeah.
Okay. She gives me an entire loaf of bread. What am I supposed to do now?
This is
I got to make her an entire cake, and then she's going to make me a lasagna.
This is how it is with Chris Michael. This is
and then I give her like an entire country ham.
This is what he does with everything he touches or is involved with. It's got to be a big one-up thing, right?
Yes.
You can't just be have a piece of fudge. Say, oh no, I'm going to bring you the full fudge platter, and this one over here is from China, and you can they only make it once every 1,000 years. It's called Dynasty Fudge. No one in my lineage has ever tasted it, but I'm going to give it to you, my neighbor.
Like solid gold flakes in the fudge.
And then, so what happens?
They just had to one-up us.
What happens is that you begin to get, you feel badly about what it is that you're giving them. So you just stop giving them anything, and it builds resentment.
Well, no, and then they go, we won.
They want, either, well, Chris has a dark heart. And so part of him says we won, but internally he's like, that son of a bitch.
I know.
After all the dynasty fudge I've given him.
And I expected that from Chris. I was very surprised that Mary had that.
Well,
that
they've
dark
been
streak
together a while, and she can only resist his dark impulses for so long.
But they gave us an entire loaf of chocolate chip pumpkin bread.
There was a period of time I felt bad about punching him.
No, but I'm gonna. You have never once regretted punching him.
The last month, I felt bad for about 5 minutes. Christmas memories came up, and then it came up, and I felt giddy seeing the picture of just decking him right in his punchable face.
Right, he does have now I'm kind of wanting to punch him.
It's a little cushiony. It's like a, and he's not. He's normal. He's
from
normal
size. All that pumpkin bread.
It's all that pumpkin bread. You hit it, and it has a little bit of give, and it sighs a little bit. You punch. It goes right. It's terrible.
Pissed off retired Papa. Pissed off Mary.
We are sociopaths. We attack the nicest. Chris Michael's one of the nicest human beings
people you've ever
met.
And his wife makes him look like Hitler.
And I've accused him.
His wife is the nicest person I've ever known.
I've accused him of having
the pumpkin bread was delicious.
Yeah, I've confused.
And it was so sweet of her, and I'm sorry.
I made him participate in a picture of me assaulting him.
He loved
I've
that,
talked about his dark, decaying, horrifying heart.
Yep. We're horrible
what have
people.
we done?
It's no wonder this podcast isn't national syndicated. We can't get picked up.
I don't think we would have gotten to that place if we hadn't gotten to this place. And I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Now it's time for the Walmart story of the week.
I went to Walmart. This is where you say the
Breaking Bad Walmart.
Yes, the Breaking Bad Walmart. Because I drove Cameron to work. I had some time to kill. Had to run into...
Felt like taking your life into your own hands.
Went into Walmart to grab a couple of things. And this was well before the snowstorm happened. And I'm walking down and I'm trying to find... Libby wants this... it doesn't matter what Libby wants. I can't find it. So I find an employee who works there. He says... He says, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "I'm good. How are you?" And he says, "Good. How you doing?" I said, I'm good."
Yeah.
I thought,
it's a glitch in the matrix.
Can I just? How long can we do this?
Yeah.
And I said, "I'm good. I'm looking for this thing." And he says, "Yeah, it's over on aisle 8." And then he says, "I've worked here for 6 years." I did not know that.
Yeah.
And then it's just like
that would explain why he knew it was on aisle 8.
Yeah, I said, do you like working here? Yeah, except when people are mean to me.
Oh.
I said, okay. I said, okay.
See, and if this were a horror movie, that's where you'd hear that sound go. Pew.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and it would like zoom in on his eyes.
And I think you're being very mean to me right now. Yeah. It was just weird. Hey, how you doing? Good. How are you? Good. How are you? I'm good.
Yeah.
How are you? Good. You? Yeah. I'm great. How are you? Good. How are you?
Starting to do a little worse right now. Not gonna lie. Was good, now not so.
Now I'm good but awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watchful, looking for a shank coming my way.
Anyway, I'm hoping that I see him there when he's on his 7th year anniversary at the Walmart.
This has been the Walmart story of the week.
So there was a period of time when Andrew grew into an age where he could watch more movies, and he started going down all the cool movies.
Yeah,
we've reached a similar age with Charlie.
So
this
same
weekend,
as with me and the boys, Jacob and Cameron.
This weekend we watched The Matrix. He came in. I was on okay. Let's back up a little bit. I was playing the COD, right? And
Call of Duty. Yeah, it's not a game about fish,
right? I've grinded all the camos or ground the camos,
grounded,
and I'm kind of lost. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So he walked in right at that moment, And he said, let's watch a movie.
Okay.
And I said, okay. And he's like, stop. Not just any movie. He's like, I want top tier. I want.
Charlie said this?
Yes. He said, I want a top
Charlie
tier.
knows top tier?
He said, I want top tier
Okay.
S-class movie.
Oh,
I
okay.
said, oh, wow.
Okay.
But you like action-y stuff. And
Okay.
He's like, I do. So we started going through titles back and forth, blah, blah, blah. And we hit The Matrix. I said, The Matrix, the first one, is pretty universally loved. I know you don't.
No, I like The Matrix.
But it's pretty, people don't like the second and third one. But the first one, and it's been on my brain because I've been watching a bunch of Matrix videos on the thing. Anyway.
Let me. I loved The Matrix.
Yeah.
When I first saw it,
Uh-huh.
upon second viewing, it didn't hold up for me. It wasn't as cool the second time around.
Yeah.
But the thing about The Matrix that I loved the most was that it won the Academy Award for special effects over Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. And I was clapping.
They invented
and when
bullet time.
Yeah, and when Libby and I were watching The Matrix in the theater, and Keanu Reeves was doing all that
The kung fu
that
stuff,
kung
yeah,
fu.
Yeah.
We were laughing so hard we were almost about. Everyone else is on the edge of their seat with excitement, and Libby and I had tears in our eyes at Keanu Reeves. And those are endlessly entertaining.
Those are non-threatening, non-judgmental sounds you were making.
Yes,
those were this Keanu Reeves sounds that you were making.
Yes.
So we sat down and we started watching, and something that dawned on me: the first time you see the bullet time in the movie is when Trinity jumps up and the kick, it zooms around. After watching 23 Marvel movies with this kid, seeing somebody jump up and then the camera go around and then them kick, is not as impressive as it was back in 1999.
No.
So I resisted a extreme dad urge. I've been alerted to the fact that I tend to interrupt movies to explain things, and I'm trying to not do that. Right?
I do that too.
So I wanted to. My hand was going for the button to say, "Look, I know that doesn't look that awesome right now, but back in the day,
well, he probably thought it looked awesome.
He did. He didn't even. It didn't even like. He was
well,
like, "Yeah, that's how
you
you kick." I've seen Black Widow. That's how she kicks. Clearly, that's how Trinity should kick.
Right.
That's how kicking is done.
Duh. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I wanted to push the pause and say, they had like a bunch of little cameras in a circle.
Yeah.
And it was this was a big deal. But he asked, as we were coming down the steps, he was like, is this the one where you go, and this is an audio podcast, so you have to edit around this, where he goes, and then the bullets
and his long coat flows around. Yes.
For the audio people, I'm doing like the little flappy guy out in front of the used car lot, thing.
Yeah, it's like he's standing in front of a wind turbine and his coat blows back.
And I said, yes, this is the movie where that happens. And he said, and I quote, bet we're watching this. Bet. But he was, he started to fall asleep. There's some wordy parts, right? There's a part. There's some
that's
long
what I
parts
noticed upon second viewing. I'm like, I don't remember it being this boring.
Morpheus takes Neo to school. There are parts that are scenes from the next two, which I didn't anticipate. I did until I watched these other YouTube movies explaining everything. I was like, oh, that's cool. This is actually in Reloaded, but you don't know. Anyway, the point is, it was in one of those wordy sections, and I had to tell Charlie, I said, you need to wake up or not go to sleep. He's like, I'm not going to sleep. I was like,
you're asleep.
The next scene, 5 seconds from now, is one of the most talked about ultimate action scene movies of that time, and people still talk about it to this day. And of course, I'm talking about The Lobby. Yes. Right. And then the whooshy thing happens on the roof.
Yes.
So I told him that, and when he saw them walking into the lobby with all their gear, he immediately he's back up.
Right.
He was like, they go in the elevator, the fire comes down, he's like, whoa, and then the whooshy happens, and he's locked in the entire time. He did ask what just happened when Neo dove into Agent Smith, and I said, well, that just looked cool.
Yeah.
So that's what happened.
We had the same moment when we watched The Fugitive. Okay.
Yeah.
And the name of this podcast is Irritable Dad Syndrome.
Yeah.
But when you're a father And one of the great joys of being a dad for me, and I think I speak for you as well, is rewatching one of my favorite movies with my son. Okay. One of the Fugitive, The Matrix, and when we watched Star Wars for the first time, when we watched E.T. for the first time, Raiders of the Lost Ark for the first time, Lord of the Rings, that, it's like the kids, we watched the Avenger movies together.
Yeah.
But The Fugitive was one that I saw when I was in college, and God knows how many times I watched it before the kids were even born.
Yeah.
But when Jacob was of age, we sat him down and said, "Son, we're watching The Fugitive." And it was like watching the movie all over again.
Yeah.
Experiencing it. And that's one of the joys, one of the true pure joys of being a dad, is experiencing something that you experienced with them for the first time. And Jacob was on the edge of his seat. And like that scene when
that's the best, when they don't know what's coming.
No. Yeah. Cause it's like, you didn't know how he was going to get away when the train was about to hit the bus. You didn't know how he was going to get away when he was in the sewer and then he had to jump off into the river.
Well, in that particular scene, I want to interrupt you real quick. One of my favorite parts of the whole movie.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
Yeah.
That line hit hard. I remember seeing it in the theaters, and I thought that was one of the best lines of all time.
Yes, absolutely.
And I looked over, and the kids loved it.
And it wasn't just the line, it's the delivery.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I don't
absolute
care.
delivery. Tommy Lee Jones at his best, Harrison Ford at his best. It's my favorite Harrison Ford movie. It's my favorite over all the Star Wars, all the Indiana Jones, everything. That is my favorite Harrison Ford movie. But when Jacob lost his absolute mind was when Harrison Ford, the Fugitive, goes to the prison to visit the guy, and he's in the elevator, and all the police officers line up in the elevator. He's like, Dad. I'm like, well, Jacob, what is he gonna do? I'm like, you gotta watch the movie, buddy.
Watch the movie,
And by the way, when I saw that in college, the guy in front of me in the movie theater snoring. I just wanted, like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
You're watching the damn Fugitive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so we did that with Jacob, and then 3 or 4 years later, we did it again when Cameron was, because Cameron went through a long time where the only thing if it wasn't animated, he didn't want to watch it.
Yeah.
And we would watch we love the animated movies that we watched with Cameron. Then he got out of that, and we had that experience with the Shawshank Redemption. We had that experience with the Fugitive. And especially with the Lord of the Rings, the kids loved watching Lord of the Rings.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. Good times to be a dad.
You're listening to Irritable Dad Syndrome with 2 scoops of raisins in every box.
That's right.
A while back, I was on TikTok and I started watching these lathe videos where they put the log on the lathe and they spin it around, and every episode, every video that you watch, the guy makes a bowl or a vase. It's a bowl or a vase. Very rarely do they make, hey, it's a cane. No, it's a bowl or a vase. Yeah. And I got to where it became a problem.
Yeah.
It's like we're sitting there watching a movie and I'm on my phone. Dad's watching wood porn. He would say. And I'm like, he's making this cool. And there's worse things than watching people put stuff on the lathe.
Yeah.
There's worse things. Now, my new obsession, and I don't know how I got into it. I didn't actively search this. I certainly don't know why it came up on my phone, but it came up on my phone one day. There's the camera is facing this corner of a wall, and there's one block of wood that goes up on the left, and there's a block of wood that goes on the right, but they can't go at the same time.
Oh, God.
So they need to
be
be measured and cut, and so that they both hit the corner at an angle. My God, I can watch that stuff all day. And I'm like, what is wrong with me?
No, those
what is
are
wrong
okay.
with me?
The woody things, at least there's a point, right? I've gone down a different rabbit hole in the TikToks where now I'm seeing home improvement projects. I saw one yesterday. They took a key, they heated it up.
Yeah.
They took a bottle cap, like a water bottle cap.
Yeah.
And they stuck the hot key into the bottle cap. So it melted through, and then they filled that up with glue. They let it sit, and then they showed how they could pick that up and now use it as a key. And all the comments were like, oh, great. Now the key has a handle that it already had. You've covered up the hole so you can't hang it anywhere. You
Right.
can't put it on a keychain.
Yeah.
And it's too bulky to put in your pocket.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I don't think so.
So I've been seeing videos like that like crazy, and I've somehow ended up on this. Have you been on the epoxy floor? There's
Yes.
AI video. They're all AI.
Yeah,
they're not real. Nobody's
yes.
really doing that.
Yes, they fill the floor up with bottle caps. They fill the floor up with
Dead rats or whatever.
tennis balls.
Tennis
then
balls.
they pour it, and it's always
sausages.
Yeah, it's,
and
it's always the same person.
Yeah.
On the left and the right.
Yeah.
like it's
They
like it's
pour it
time.
all out. There's
Pouring all
no
the epoxy.
bubbles, nothing.
It's a smooth. It's like
They do a flamethrower, and then the guy comes through with a mop and makes it clear, and then they put all the fancy furniture. You're like, look at my new floor with all the sausages in it.
what's the point?
I don't.
It just doesn't make any sense. And the thing is, it's like somebody did it once and then everybody jumps on the bandwagon. The new thing I've seen on TikTok is people doing the impression of the owl saying who. Here's my impression of Bob Dylan saying, as an owl, saying who, you know. Look it up. Owl, look up owl saying who. Because one jackass did it and 50 other people had to, oh, I can be funnier than that.
Oh.
And then they jump on there and here's my impression of Cookie Monster saying who.
So, okay.
Oh, who eat cookie?
Oh, God.
Who eat now? Oh, nom, 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 nom.
Okay. Yeah, there you go, TikTok.
I will say, you have just one, like, account, like, right? You
Yeah, thank God, yes.
Okay, so I have this weird privilege since I run all of our social media. I have, especially on Facebook, but also on YouTube and different
Right.
things, I have the Irritable Dad Syndrome account, and then I have the Mike accounts, right? So the Mike accounts are the stuff that I've been using for decades at this point. They know me.
Right.
They know.
They know Mike Odell.
Me. But every once in a while, I will forget that I'll switch over to the Irritable Dad Syndrome account, which is a vanilla account. All it does is post, never really looks at anything. So I see the videos and things that it throws at people. Sorry, you're right.
Yeah, I'm good.
I see the videos and things. I thought your head fell off.
Nope. Just my
I
headphones.
see the videos and things that it throws at normal, quote unquote, normal people.
Uh-huh.
Because I'll be looking, I was like, there are no old video game movies on here. There's no 3,000th explanation of the Matrix. There's no acrylic floor videos. This is like normal news and normal videos. I don't understand what's going on.
Right.
And I don't know where the story is going.
Hello.
But I want to talk about the He-Man trailer. Did you ever watch the He-Man trailer?
I did not watch the He-Man trailer. We were supposed to talk about it last week, but we didn't.
We didn't talk about it? Good, because I want to talk about it. The new He-Man trailer is awesome. Little 11, 12-year-old Mike lost his shiz night. And I showed it. I showed the trailer to Andrew, who wouldn't know a He-Man from a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
But Bess was excited about seeing a He-Man trailer.
Who was He-Man in the movie in the 80s?
Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Frank Langella was Skeletor.
Frank Langella.
Yeah,
Yes.
and they couldn't. I mean, they didn't have his special. They just had a mask that he wore.
They went and got
like
a
one of
Kmart.
those Halloween
Yeah.
skeleton masks.
Uh-huh.
He walked around, and they had some lady with hairspray as She-Ra or whatever she was.
Right.
But this one looks really. Skeletor looks awesome.
Okay.
Like his, and it's Jared Leto.
Leto.
People hate him. And
Why?
I don't know. I
He's a good
don't know
actor.
why. He
Oh,
was.
I know
he was
why.
a Joker. He was a Joker in one of the movies,
Yeah.
and they didn't like it.
Yeah, he was Harley Quinn.
Yeah,
He was a Joker in the Harley Quinn movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He's a good actor.
I don't have a problem
I
with it.
even
don't see what
liked
the deal
him
is with
in what's the Marvel movie he was in?
Morbius.
Morbius.
I haven't seen it. We haven't.
Okay.
I haven't seen
Oh my
it.
God, people have been all over that Morbius movie, and we watched it to see what the big woo was. It's a good movie.
So some people have been pooping on the He-Man trailer for a couple of reasons. One is, and I think this is hilarious, they make a little joke. I don't know this for a fact. I haven't cared enough to look it up. I think it's by the same people that did Barbie. So it's got some like jokey stuff in it, right?
Okay.
And he's in the real world. He's in our world. You know, He-Man takes place in Eternia, right?
I did not know
the
that.
cartoon and all that, and the
yeah.
characters. But he's just Adam so-and-so in the real world before he goes to become He-Man.
Okay.
And he's sitting at
Does
a desk.
he run like in a phone booth and then
No,
spin and turn into He-Man?
No.
Oh, okay.
he has one of those nameplates.
He-Man.
No, it says Adam, whatever, he/him. It's his pronouns.
Okay.
But, it's like a little, it's a little joke.
He/him, man.
So a certain group of people are upset. Well, this is that one of them woke movies, and goes nuts over that. And Man at Arms is played by Idris Elba.
And
is it Idris?
Idris. That's I'm agreeing with you.
Idris Elba. And he looks awesome. And they all look. It looks like they looked at the '80s cartoon, and they're saying, "We're going to make that."
But real.
But it's fun. Like he has to, you can tell from the trailer, he has to find the sword, the one that he holds up and says, "I have the power."
Excalibur?
Yeah. It's called something else.
Oh, okay.
But it's held by like a life-size action figure in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
And he's in a toy store and he's trying to pull the sword out. And the clerk is like, "Sir?" And he's like, it's fine. It's my sword. It looks like they're having fun with it.
Uh-huh.
So I'm really excited for it. And like really, really, really well done. Another complaint that people have that annoys the shit out of me is they're saying that the guy that plays He-Man doesn't have enough muscles. Darren,
Mike,
if this person walked down these steps and came into this basement, the first thing we would say is,
take all my money.
Please don't hurt me.
Yes.
Right? He's got some muscles.
Uh-huh.
But people are pointing at his legs. Like, well, his legs don't look that big.
Okay.
And then other people are showing the cartoon and saying, well, He-Man in the cartoon seemed to have skipped leg day too. And I'm like, I'm looking at his legs and I'm thinking, those are 2 or 3 times bigger than my legs will ever be.
Yeah.
Well, muscular wise.
Right.
I think I got him beat on size at this point, but I don't have that much muscle. Like that the people that are complaining about this
him beat on
are
width.
people who can't even spell Jim.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just calm down.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it looks like a really, really fun movie. It looks like Barbie was, for girls back in the day.
Yeah.
They made He-Man because they wanted to make a Barbie for boys.
Mm-hmm.
That's what He-Man was.
Yeah.
So it makes sense if it's the same group, but it seems to have that same mentality.
When I was a kid, there were several years where we had one channel on our TV. We used to have an antenna on top of the house and a rotary dial, and you would turn it to the north to get the CBS affiliate, and out of Johnson City, and then south to get the NBC affiliate out of Bristol. And when the rotary dial broke, my father would climb to the top of the house and he would change the direction of the antenna by hand. After Mom and Dad divorced, she wasn't going to let the kids climb up on the house to change the frickin' TV channel.
Yeah.
So we had one channel. Anyway, my point, in that time, I watched a lot of episodes of Thundar the Barbarian.
I never watched Thundar, but I know what you're talking about.
I was such a fan of Thundar Barbarian. I knew who Thundar the Barbarian was before I had ever heard of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
Okay.
I thought He-Man and the Masters of the Universe was a knockoff of Thundar the Barbarian. This is how stupid I am. Now, that being said, was Thundar a knockoff of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe? I don't know. I don't know which one came out first.
It's like GoBots and Transformers. Well, GoBots was a takeoff.
Right.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But Thundar the Barbarian, I keep waiting for somebody to make a movie out of that with Ookla, who's essentially a Wookiee.
Yeah.
And then what's her face, the chick, the scantily clad, especially for a cartoon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm waiting for a Thundar the Barbarian movie. And then, do you remember the Beastmaster?
I do.
With Mark Singer.
It was one movie.
I can't wait. I want somebody to reboot the Beastmaster.
They've been talking about doing that forever.
Oh, they have? Serious?
Okay. Yes. But I mean, when I say forever, for the past 15 years, I keep seeing Beastmaster reboot coming.
Yeah.
That's one of those. It was on the USA Network. Every other movie was the Beastmaster.
Yeah, Mark Singer was in the Beastmaster.
Yeah.
And then I have a friend, Lisa, who is an animal trainer. She's an expert. She went to zoo school. Yeah. She worked with the animals on the Beastmaster.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm like what's the 6 degrees of separation? I'm 1 degree of separation from Mark Singer.
Yeah. Fun fact: the ferrets were Oyo and Pogo.
That's right. Yeah. What was the lion's name? The tiger. It was the tiger.
I don't remember.
Okay, I don't remember that either. Speaking of reboots, did you go see Anaconda?
No.
We went to see Anaconda.
I want to see Anaconda.
And I will tell you right now that Anaconda was just as stupid and entertaining as you would hope it would be.
I'm picturing Tropic Thunder without Tom Cruise.
Yeah, we went with my mom. We went with mom, and mom is laughing out loud at Anaconda. And at one point, mom's like, "This is the stupidest movie I've ever seen," and she's just laughing.
Yeah.
And we had a blast. And it's just. You noticed if you followed the Academy Awards, it wasn't nominated for any Academy Awards.
No.
It did not get a single nomination at the Academy Awards. No Best Supporting Actor for Jack Black. But if you're a fan of you don't even need to be a fan of the original Anaconda to watch the new one. The new one's so good. It's not a great movie, but we loved it.
So what? And I'm kind of putting you on the spot now because I know my answer. Do you have let me think about this while I'm talking.
Okay.
Think of the movie that you went to the theater to and you laughed the hardest.
I got it right in my head right now.
Mine was The Naked Gun 2.5.
Okay. I
was in tears. I thought I was going to. I literally thought I was going to vomit when one of the plot lines of the movie was this guy that was in a wheelchair had done a murder or something like that, and Leslie Nielsen says he has a birthmark on his butt, and, he's like using a sander.
Yes. I remember that.
I thought I was going to throw up.
Yeah. No, the funniest movie I've ever seen. Still, the hardest I've laughed in the theater was the original Airplane. And people say they fell out of their seat laughing. I did. I fell out of my seat laughing so hard.
Yeah.
And it was the scene where they said if he does something that's going to hit the fan.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard at that. We went to see it. I remember where we went to see it. We went to see it at the Twin Theaters at the Richlands Mall in Richlands, Virginia. And I laughed until I was almost sick. And then one of my best memories, one of my absolute greatest memories, my grandfather, the greatest man you'll ever possibly know. And when I grow up, I want to be half as good a person as my grandpa Bill. He took us to the drive-in, okay? And we went to see Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, right? In the drive-in. And Grandpa Bill, all the root beer we wanted, all the popcorn we wanted, anything, candy, we loaded up. Oh my God, we drank so much root beer.
Yeah.
And Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan was over with, and we were getting ready to leave, and Bill says, I forgot there's another movie coming on. And he didn't know what the other movie was. And it was Airplane. And me and my brother Greg and my grandpa Bill watched Airplane at the drive-in, and the car was shaking. From my grandpa, when my grandpa would laugh, his shoulders would go up and down. That's how he would laugh, right? And if he had his hand on the steering wheel, the whole car was going, right? And it was one of the greatest memories I have. And I haven't laughed that hard at a movie in the theater at home since. Yeah.
The only modern movies that have come close to that, well, I can think of 3, but not anywhere near Naked Gun 2.5 where I'm about to puke. But modern movies, I'm sorry, Angry Birds Part 2. When they're
lost your mind.
I thought you guys were gonna have to take me out there. I thought I was having a heart attack. Tropic Thunder. And on rewatch, it's not as funny as I thought it was. But when Bess and I went to go see 21 Jump Street in the theater,
I
was in tears. It's not that funny because we watched it again. And I'm like, I don't know why I thought this was so funny.
Yep.
It is funny, but Tropic Thunder for me keeps getting funnier. It's turning into like The Big Lebowski for me, where I'm
ready to watch it again. I'm ready to watch it again. I went to see Despicable Me 2 with the kids and my buddy Jeff Brown and his kids in the theater. And I laughed so hard, I went into a coughing fit. Okay. I thought I was going to stop breathing. My face was blood red. I had tears coming out of my eyes. After the movie was over with, I apologized to the people in front of me. I'm not kidding. I apologized to the people sitting behind me.
Yeah.
I said, I'm sorry. I had no idea those minions were going to be that funny. I could not control myself. I was laughing so hard at Despicable Me 2.
Hey,
my oldest son loves playing Would You Rather. Okay. And he makes up a lot of stuff in his head. And the question came up one day and we were stumped. We could not come up with an answer to this. And the question is, would you rather have food stuck in your teeth or a song stuck in your head for the rest of your life?
I have both of those already.
And the thing is, it's like, and but Jacob was like, well, I'll just get floss. No, floss doesn't take the food out of your teeth. It's stuck in there for the rest of your life. You will constantly be licking it. You will have the white spot on the end of your tongue. It will be sore from trying to get, you'll be picking out, your gums will start bleeding because you're trying to pick the food out of your mouth. And then Libby's like, well, I'll just play the radio and put another song in my head. Nope. The song would never leave. You'd be on 24/7, 365 the rest of your life. So, food stuck in your teeth or a song stuck in your head for the rest of your life. Would you rather?
I think I got to go with song stuck in my head. And I say this because I'm a kid of the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And I think anybody around our age still has, you can call me Al, stuck in our head. So we're already living that.
Okay.
If I see Chevy Chase or Paul Simon,
Mr. Paul Simon.
that and the video, specifically the part where he's Chevy Chase has the trumpet,
horn, yeah.
and he's going, and then he messes
Paul
up,
Simon does
and
the
then
bass
he's
solo,
right in Paul Simon's head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
So
it
you're
for me.
assuming that the song stuck in your head would be a song that you like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it possible to get a song you don't like stuck in your head?
Oh, happens all the time. I'm starting.
There's got to be something about a song that you like for it to get stuck.
Look, last week I couldn't get Pink Pony Club.
Whoa.
I couldn't get that out of my head.
We just got a
I'm
mature
gonna
rating.
keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Those kids. Those damn
I
kids.
don't know what is that from?
It's what's her face? The redheaded chick. What's her face? She's the girl who inducted Cyndi Lauper into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yeah, Jacob's like, hey Dad, have you heard Pink Pony Club? I'm like, no. And so Alexa, play Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club.
I will tell you.
It didn't. It was in my head for weeks.
Now I don't have this problem anymore. But I used to, as a kid and a teenager, this would drive me nuts because you couldn't just immediately play the song. So try this at some point when you don't have access to your phone or something. Try to do the Star Wars theme and then go right to Superman and then go back to the Star Wars and see if you can do those effectively.
Huh.
I couldn't do it as a kid. It drove me nuts. Because now I can, as long as you is Superman. Yeah, as long as you start there. Now do Star Wars. Okay, all right. Can you start from the true beginning of Star Wars? Bam.
Probably. Oh, and then you got to jump into Jaws.
Well, Jaws is easy. But yeah, you like to go right into the money shot. I'm Indiana Jones. I'm back.
So many people have left already. Just like, I hope you know, nobody. if anybody is listening to this part of the podcast,
this is all.
I'm tempted to say,
prime.
let us know and you win like a free back
This
scratcher.
is prime grade A podcast here.
This is the best.
That used to make my brain. I would actually feel pain in my brain because I would get the Star Wars song stuck in my head, and I would say, "Now let's do the Superman."
Yeah,
and I couldn't do it. I'd run around, and it would turn into
Star
Wars. Yeah, it was a skill issue. Yeah.
Well, it's all John Williams.
I know,
so
which makes it harder.
Okay,
I don't even know if he could do it.
I've got John Williams could do anything.
By the way,
have
you seen the viral video of the kids taking their horns out in front of John Williams' house?
And he comes out and great job, and congratulated them on how it sounded. And I like the vibrato, whatever music terms. Yeah, John Williams is just an absolute national treasure.
Yeah.
He's the best, absolute best. For anybody who's still with us, this is where we say goodbye to the few people who are still with us. We want to thank you for listening. We want you to go to irritabledadsyndrome.com, and we want you to tell your friends. Please tell your friends. Share this podcast with your coworkers, with people at your church. If you go to the emergency room to get stitches, talk to the doctor and the nursing staff about Irritable Dad Syndrome. Let them know that this is a podcast that you love and that you would be happy if they also listen to it, okay? Share it with the world, and one day we will be the most important, the biggest, the most successful podcast in the whole world.
Yeah, it'll be
okay?
awesome.
And it'll be because of you. We hope to see you next week on Irritable Dad Syndrome. Irritable Dad Syndrome is a Mike Odell, Darren Cox production.
I'm going in raw tonight, so strap in, strap up.
So, business as usual.
What up, Huggy Dog?
Yeah.
Is that inappropriate?
No, I think he would like that.
Huggy Dog?
Huggy Dog.
So we'll have less and less peaks and more of a smooth wooga booga 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 that goes up. Oh, you were right. You said something funny. I listened to about half of the episode today. You said something funny that I barreled right past.
What was it this time?
I don't remember. It was funny.
Okay, thank you.
There you go. It's probably the most empty compliment you've ever gotten in your life.
It was really funny. I have no idea what it was. It must have had an impact on you.
It did. All that comedy gold that was happening before.
That's so much comedy.
So when I said I'm going to talk about this thing, just cut all that out.
You gotta wash your ass.
Ooh. I need to prepare for these things.
You are the nugget of my love, the one I'm always thinking of. You are the nugget of my heart, the nugget of my soul, the nugget of my love.